Amy Chamberlain, how are you?
Good, thanks, you.
Yeah, all good. It's been a long time since your first fight under the Queensberry banner at York Hall.
Yeah.
You got the win.
Yep.
But it wasn't plain sailing, was it?
No, it was pretty, how do you call it, quite rough, I thought. First round was, if I remember, was okay, and then so from the second round onwards, it just seemed, he seemed to be more trying to wrestle me than actual box me. But yeah, kept headbutting me, kept getting caught, and then eventually, yeah, on the fourth round, he caught me. Ended up having 5 stitches put in my head there.
Is that your first cut?
Yeah. I remember as soon as he, because obviously all the Vaseline and you're sweaty as well. In the last round, I remember he caught me and he like slid where my body was all like sweaty. He slid under there, so I had him against the ropes and his back, and all I remember is just like blood falling, and it was all down his back, everything. In my head, I thought, well, I'd never seen that. Like I haven't experienced.
If it
that
wasn't
before.
for the blood, would you know you're cut? Can you feel it?
No, I couldn't. I could feel him bang my head, but I couldn't feel it like slit open. And then that's when you just know it. I knew it was like quite deep straight away because of the amount of blood that was coming out my head.
But if it weren't for that, you wouldn't know. If it was a dry cut, if you like.
No, I wouldn't have known.
You'd know nothing about it.
No, not until I'd gone back to the changing room and had a look in the mirror, I suppose, after my shower and seen it. But yeah, other than that, if it weren't for the blood, yeah.
So has it ruined your good looks?
No, it's all healed up nicely.
Where was it?
It was there. Oh, sometimes you can see it when I'm like hot and that, you can see it, but not really. It's healed up okay.
So was it the experience? I mean, was it a frustrating experience? Was it an enjoyable experience? What's your overall take on it?
It was enjoyable. It was obviously frustrating the way that he was like wanting to just wrestle all the time, but no, I enjoyed it from the way in to the end of the fight. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
But obviously with you, you're probably very keen to impress.
Yeah. On
that thing, and then you get an opponent who's holding and sticking the nut in and that. I suppose that side of it must have got a bit annoying.
Yeah, because I can't box how I wanted to box, if you get what I mean. I had to box a completely different fight with what he was doing, just wanting to wrestle and just throw me about basically.
You got the win.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
Yep.
Then I think it was November. Was it
yes.
November? You were scheduled for another York Hall fight, and you had to pull out. Tell us about that.
Well, been sparring Ryan. I was up to it, and I think it was like 3 weeks before, maybe 2. No, it was 2 weeks before. 2 weeks to 10 days, and yeah, he caught me there, and that's scarred up there. You can see that red, and yeah, it was just like a big flappy bit of skin, and that poured out. I could feel that, and then Wayne wiped it, put a bit of Vaseline on because it didn't look as bad as what it was, and carried on. As soon as we straight back into it, it just ripped open again and poured out of blood, and then we stopped after that. And yeah.
Did you need any repairs doing, or did you have to let it heal?
No, I just let it heal, and the skin just like it all went back together on its own. Yeah.
But you lost out in a fight.
Yeah, and then obviously about 3 or 4 days later after that the show got cancelled, so it's just one of those things.
And the show got pushed back, didn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, all your 4 people from this gym all pulled out.
Yeah.
I mean, how often did that happen?
No, not very. I think Mark had a something wrong with his shoulder.
Ryan had a car crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh was ill, was he? Or?
Yeah, I remember him saying he didn't feel 100% at one point, which is you've got to be 100% if you're going to fight. And then yeah, me with my nose.
So you've had that disappointment. Now, be honest, have you stuck at it sort of religiously since?
No, boxing I haven't. No, I've been have been running little bits here and there, and just trying to keep fitness up. But also, it's trying to with work as well. It's hard because where I work with my dad and run a lot of things with him as well. It's after that, coming up from there to Christmas as well, it's really busy, so it's hard to like do everything at the same time. And with having my own house as well, I've got to make sure my bills are paid.
Is boxing still a driving force for you?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
You still want to do it?
Still want to do it, yeah. I just want to like just get a date as to when I'm fighting, and Yeah, and then go from there.
You're off to Tenerife?
Yes, so today's Thursday, we go Saturday.
Having a training camp like that with all the running and mountain running and beach running, that might switch you back on, mightn't it?
That's it, yeah. It'd get me back to, I say, a week out there in the heat as well, and solid training. No work, just that's all we'll be doing is just training. So, yeah, I'll come back fresh.
I'm going to ask you about your little brother, sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think he can do this year? What do you think is in store for him? I mean, he's got his first title, an IBF European. Where do you think he goes from here?
Keeps on winning, I suppose, and just keep levelling himself up from now.
Do you think he makes a sort of a step into sort of domestic titles this year?
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, and he's got the power, skills, and the mindset. He's more than capable to go all the way.
When would you imagine him sort of taking those steps towards final eliminators and that sort of thing in your own head, with what your experience of boxing? How far away do you see that as being?
Maybe towards the end of the year, I imagine.
You think you get it close this year, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
There'll be some going. Mind you saying that, he turned 24 yesterday, didn't he? So
yeah.
I still think of him as like 20.
It goes quick, doesn't it? Time flies.
Do you like him more now you don't live with him?
We got on anyway, and we always have.
I know, but it's always say, but
where I don't
siblings get on better when they're not living together.
Yeah, we got on all the time. Like, we'd be in the kit. I don't know, eating my dinner or something. He'd come behind me and just give me a dig in the rib and stuff like that. But yeah, and he comes to mine. The thing is, he can't stay still for like more than 5 minutes. I don't know why. So he'd come into mine, have a drink, and he'd be like, I've got to go. So, yeah, but that's just what he's like. You go on holiday with him, a relaxing holiday, and he'd be like, oh, we booked to go quad biking, jet skiing, we're doing this, we're doing that. And
action
so,
man.
Yeah, that's it. He can't sit down for 5 minutes.
So you are the more mellow one, aren't you? So
chilled out, yeah.
Fair to say. So who would you take more after? I mean, where does he get his fidgetiness from?
I don't know, because my dad's, I don't know where, because my mum, when she's on holiday, she likes to relax and stuff, and in general she likes to relax. So is my dad. So I don't know where he gets it from. Maybe it's just him.
Yeah, probably. It's him. Right, Jamie, we hope to hear news about your next fight soon.
Yep, hopefully.
Shouldn't be long, I imagine. All the fights are starting to get put into place now, aren't they? And
get things rolling again.
Dates for the first half of the year and all that. So
yeah,
we look forward to it.
That's it.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.